Welcome to my review with set 76311 Miles Morales vs. The Spot. The set has 4 minifigures and retails for $49.99 USD. Without further ado, let's get into the review. So getting the box open, you will find a hilariously large sticker sheet. This 2 instruction booklets, one for the police car, one for the actual deli or grocery store, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of parts. This one doesn't really count, but so there's 3 numbered bags, plus this one of the bigger, more weird pieces. So first, taking a look at Officer Jefferson's car, police car. The side profile, pretty good. My sticker placement isn't always the best. This side, I think, did do a little bit better than the other side. Rear view mirrors are pretty cool. And if you flip it like this, you can see the cop lights at the top. I don't know if they have an actual name, like how I just call them cop lights, the lights on top of cop cars. Taking a look at the front of the vehicle, you have the headlights and like the little bumper grill area. I don't really know what that's for since I myself am not a police officer. But yeah, on the other side, do have a Police Department of New York. Now I think they did PDNY because I don't know if they could have done NYPD because I mean it is like a show, and it is what it's actually called. So, and then flipping it around again, there is where the license plate is supposed to be. Kind of sad they didn't actually give us a license plate. Even just a sticker would have been fine. They mostly give us stickers in city sets anyway. So to not get one here is kind of like, why didn't you do that, man? But overall, pretty decent sized car. And to put him in there, remove the top, sit him on the front 2 studs, if you can fit him like this. There's 2 back studs, so if you wanted to fit another figure in there, you can. I don't know if you would want to, but yeah, that's it for the car. The only words I can use to describe this, the whole build is disappointing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you used half the pieces in the car, but yeah, this build is just completely disappointing. But let's get into the closer details. So on the outside, removing this big web piece right there, the top part uses a lot of stickers. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stickers just in this little bitty area that I can wrap my hand around. Now, I'm not saying they're bad. They look decently close to the actual Lego piece color, except actually the white one doesn't look bad at certain angles, but like right here you can definitely tell in person that it looks different. And the AC build is really cool. I like how they were able to put that in there. Just slide that back on there. They have this little peg, which, as you saw earlier, just does this web. So you can slide that on and off. And you can also open this ice machine or ice dispenser or whatever. Get some ice in there. Pretty cool little detail. It has a Spider-Man sticker, heart, ice, some more stickers, some webs. And then rotating it a little bit, you have the front door, which you can open and close. Some of these more windows over here. This side, there is nothing except for Technic pins, which when this set came out could not connect to anything. But now there's a Peter Parker's apartment and a Oscorp building that these can connect to. So this is the corner building. You can tell by there's more Technic pins over here. So yes, the sticker says Deli. Don't know why it says it twice. coffee, tea, sandwiches, frozen food, fresh meat, soda, and juice. This one says ATM, grocery, tropical food, deli, open 24 hours, meat, fruit, veg, so veggies, and grocery, tea, coffee, soda, sandwiches. So those are all the things that I assume they sell in here. But yeah, now let's take a look at the inside. Now, the first thing you notice when we open this build is that there are a few of these portals. Now, these portals can be removed. It does leave these studs out, which cannot be, I mean, I guess you could put a Spider-Man here, if you took out the portal. But other than that, there's not really anything, to put there instead. So I think these are just meant to stay there. There's another one right here. This one can also be removed. And these are for the spot. You put him on this little invisible piece, so you can angle him and Spider-Man like that, as they're flying. You can probably do some better poses, but if you get the set, you can really do that on your own. And then up close, we have this special offer, $6.45 Sunny Patty $2 donuts. And then you have the surveillance camera, more stickers on the ATM, and a game over on the checkout one. Now, on this wall, you do have, I'm guessing that's like orange juice or sunblock, I can't tell, some popcorn, a bottle, and then this, I don't know what any of these are, and then over here you have the insert card ATM, and if you actually press this grill up here, it pushes this red piece forward and knocks out the ATM. So you can put the spot right here and do like he's taking the ATM like he does in the movie. You pop that and then it falls, and I think that's pretty cool. And it doesn't really sacrifice anything in the build. The build still looks good even though that's there. And then you have the little checkout counter area with $100 bill, the printed panel element, and this is also a sticker like we said earlier. If you open the drawer, nothing in there, and then you have this little ledge up here. There's a decent amount of room in here, if we'll take the spot, put him in here, Miles stand him in here. There's a weird upper section up here. I don't remember seeing this in the movie. I don't know what it would be for, because if you were to put a roof on this building, it would hit, right there. So maybe if you put it like this, had them laying down like that, but the only use I see for this is putting the alternate heads on there, but even then that doesn't really look that good. So I don't know what that's for, but now let's get into the minifigs. Here we got the least exciting minifigure in the set, in my own humble opinion, that being Officer Jefferson Davis. Now, he does have a new face print and a new torso. The hat and the legs are pretty generic. They're on most Lego City Cops. But the torso was new for this figure, but as we're recording this video, it will be coming in the, I think, October Arkham Asylum from Batman. So it's exclusive right now, but it will be coming in one more new set twice. So yeah, the face print's pretty cool. He doesn't have an alternate head, but that's just because you would be able to see it with the hat on. And the back print's decently detailed and pretty good. Now here we have the most detailed minifigure of the set by far, that being the Spot. Now, all of the parts on him are new. Well, new for January of 2025. They have not come out in set since, so this figure is not bad. An arm print would have been nice because none of the other figures in this set even have a leg print. So, it's just like they're kind of being cheap, and they literally made a perfect print for this in a bluey set. So I don't know why they couldn't just release it a little bit earlier. But, they just want you to spend more money on buying the bluey set to upgrade this figure. Now, there's not very much detail on the back, just like 7 spots, and just like the shoulder blades and like the spine, So, pretty decent figure overall. Now, Spider-Gwen is, I don't want to call it a bad figure because, it is what it is, but I don't really like how the head, the hood, the legs are all reuses, but the torso was new for this set, which I appreciate, and I just, wish they would have gave her a new face print, you know. Um, but the reason you can tell that this is a reuse is because the heads made before 2023 don't have these style, like the holes in the head, so you don't. It's like if a kid chokes on it, they can still get air through there. Is I think why it's there. But they didn't do this for a while, so the head was made before 2023. They didn't change it yet, so you can tell right there. So yeah, this head has been used many times, and it does come with an alternate head and hairpiece combo, which doesn't really look anything like she does in the movie, which I guess is okay. She also does have a second expression where she is visibly more angry, but this does not match her movie look at all, which is kind of sad because they just revealed the collectible minifigure series for the new Spider-Man, and that hairpiece looks way better. And they didn't give it a leg print, so at least make a new mold for the set, But yeah. Now for the final and my favorite minifigure in this set is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now the legs are just plain black legs we've seen millions of times. Head and torso are exclusive to this set as of right now. He's got pretty good detail. It matches the suit quite well from the movie. And then the back, he does have back head printing. Oh yeah, you can see it right there on the camera. It's just like a few dots to represent the animation style of the movie. But I think that's really good on this figure. Now, he does come with a alternate hairpiece and head combo, and now I think this looks pretty good. I think this might have been a new mold for the set. This head is, a smiley face, and then this one is sort of like a awkward kind of face, is what I'm taking from that. So I'm thinking it's not a bad figure. Overall, I think it's pretty good. They made a new mold for the hairpiece, so overall, some pretty decent figures. Now you do get 2 web accessories for the Spider Heroes, and one is a giant web that you can put a minifigure inside of and close it up like so. If you put them in like this, you can see it slowly. Maybe it don't. My other one of these that I got started to slowly. Oh, there it is. It starts to slowly expand because it's rubber. So you have to put them in sort of like this, or like sideways as much as you can. And then sometimes it will close. It just really depends on how you have them in there and how you latch it up, because if you don't want to put too much stress on it, But yeah, so it comes with this huge web piece, and the other web accessory is a just like a swinging web, so you can have them like swing, you know. It doesn't really connect to anything except for these top studs here. So, and it doesn't really, do much unless you do that. But yeah, let's get on to my final thoughts. Now, is this set worth the $50 asking price? In my personal opinion, no, it is not. It's nowhere close to $50. 387 pieces. I think they should have completely took out this car build and put it into this. I get they were trying to make it, more modular, but the build is just lackluster, to say the least. At least make it longer or something to make it more, you know, big. And it just feels like this is such a waste of a side build. Like, sure, it's a really good police car build. I'm not mad about that. I'm just mad that this is so small and uses 17 different stickers on it. And so it is not worth $50. I did find this at Target for I think $43.99, so $44 in the US. And I thought, I want to get this set and, see if it's good or whatever. It's good, but the only reason people are buying it is not for the build, it's for the minifigures. Now, they are making a collectible minifigure series, which is super detailed minifigures in a $5 blind box. So why would you spend $50 for these lackluster minifigures when you can spend 10 and get these two best, you know? But they also changed it up a little bit and made him use his electric powers. So you have to buy this to get the normal suit. So kind of genius by Lego to make them spend $50 on this set to get, some characters that they wouldn't make in another set. But if nobody's going to buy it, why? They're going to buy it for the figures. I bought it for the figures. And maybe the police car build because I thought it was cool. But that's the main reason that people are drawn to this set. So I don't think it's that worth that. I think it's a 6 out of 10. Would recommend if you like Spider-Man, but it's not one that I would put them at the top of my list. So see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe. I got a bunch of stuff coming at 1.5k subs. So see you guys later.